Hey, Sheridan.
Yeah.
I'm back.
That was so crisp and clean. That was great.
It?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back. We are excited to be recording again.
Yeah, not just recording again, but I actually get to have a beverage. I'm not pregnancy drunk. I get to get regular drunk.
You get to sip on actual spice, if you will.
I earned this.
Actual alcohol. Yes.
I earned every ABV in this baby.
How does it taste? How does it feel?
Well, it feels amazing. I'm honestly though on like a really like it's like being 18 again or 18. I mean technically 18. True, but I'm not gonna own up to that on public. Yeah. It's like when you're young again and you open and you're like, I'll have like a blue moon. I'll have like a, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at currently. There's nothing crazy happening here, but it's
you're like rediscovering alcohol.
Yeah, so right now I'm having a nice orange blossom.
Oh, that does sound good. That does sound very nice. Yeah,
I'm on a big like summery, fruity light beer situation.
Yeah, I can vibe that. Wheat beers, Hefeweizen. I went forever without liking beer. Like I just woke up one day and I was like, I don't like beer. And then I woke up again one day recently, a couple months ago, and I like beer again. So it all pans out. It all cycles.
You know, it's you think you had a dream about it?
Like I dreamt about beer?
Yeah, and then like suddenly you were like, because this is gonna sound really crazy, but when I was in high school, I took German as my language until I transferred to our school and they only had Spanish. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I took German and I remember like I was really, really clunky at learning it. And then one day I had a dream in German. I don't know how much of it was real. So, you know what I mean? Like it was a dream and in dream you was like, whoa. And I woke up and I swear after that, like I was better at German. Like, it was like easier. I remembered things I didn't remember before. Like I am convinced I just like something clicked in my dream and I was like, I speak German.
Interesting. Oh my God, that's so cool. What if you were visited by like a German fairy? And then like the fairy was like, boom, boom, German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. I don't honestly know if that's what you'd say, but.
Isn't it the Matrix where they can download knowledge?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
That's like my dream. That's like the best superpower you could have. Like, forget flying and teleporting and all that. Like, yeah, that'd be great and save me a lot of time. But if I could download information, I would be unstoppable. Mad books that I've read by now.
Yeah. Yeah. It would just be like, look at the book and you knew. But good question regarding books. If you just looked at a book and you knew it, it just downloaded to your brain, would you find it as emotionally impactful if you did not go through the journey? Exactly.
No, well, unless as it downloads, you're reacting, like your body's like having like you know when people in shows regain their memories and they have like all the flashbacks and they're like, oh, and they're going through it all again. Maybe if it was like that, but it would be like a quick like 3-minute like montage.
It wouldn't be like the prolonged angst, the build up, the payoff. I guess like what do old people say? Like if it comes easy, what, you don't like it, or I don't know.
It's not worth having.
Like isn't it something like that? Yeah, something like that. So I don't know.
We should probably introduce ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
This is gonna be the funnest intro for you to trim, dude. Okay, I'm Jordan.
I'm Sheridan, and we get together once a week to talk about all things books. We treat this like a virtual girls' night. So we're gonna open up a beverage because our thoughts get a little unhinged.
Yes, and make sure to like, subscribe, follow wherever you're watching us. You can also find us on TikTok and Instagram at Sippin on Spice.
Yes, and YouTube. And this week, we're going to be talking about some spicy topics. So all things spice, and we're going to be talking about some other topics too.
Yes. Okay, so I feel like we should kick this off with something kind of controversial happening. So you know how recently Sabrina Carpenter released her album cover for, I think it's called Man's Best Friend.
I think so.
Her new album.
Yes.
And there was like a huge backlash about it. A lot of talks about like what it represents and how it looks. And I don't know if it's just me, but I went into it from like my book mindset and was like, girl, she's just telling us what she likes. And then I saw that everybody was upset and I was like, oh, not what I thought.
Hey, I saw extra things about this, so I think the plot is actually thickened about this.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we had talked before, we're going to talk about it today, the photo, the album cover, right?
Yeah.
Like that's her album cover.
It's like him holding her hair.
Yes. And your point was that it's what she likes. It's like spicy, just like in a romance book. I think you had said that like that's spicy scenes in books. Like they talk about that all the time.
Because the first thing that I thought of, and I actually wrote this quote down because I was like, I'm totally going to talk to her about this, is I have noticed in a significant amount of any form of romance, right? Romantasy, whatever. They'll show the man's point of view and he'll always say something like, quote, hair I can wrap my hand around. So it's always insinuated as like a spicy, like sexy moment. So in my head, right, I didn't take it as offensive. I took it as like, oh, that's like a spicy moment.
Okay. And I saw it and my first thought was like, oh, that's a choice because of her to have that. Because my thought was it looks like
and that was what a lot of people thought.
Yeah. That it looks like it's like a moment of that, which is like, again, I know that's not her intention, but like that's a choice because that's it.
Okay. Something that really drove me to want to talk about spicy things is that I was reading a contemporary. This is before I got like all in on my fantasy kick because I did have a palette cleanser contemporary just because I was getting fantasy worlds mixed up, and then I went to go into a second one and I was like, no, I'm not in a contemporary space. I'm in a fantasy space. And it was like the big spicy scene, the first time. Yeah. And they're like, I love you. Say it again. I love you. Say it. You know what I mean? And doing that whole thing. And have you ever noticed, like in the first spicy scene, it's always like at least 6 I love yous, where it's like this big, nobody talks this much during. I was just sitting there and I was like, this is too many, like, or they're just having like a casual conversation where they're like trying to convince them to do something. Nobody is talking this much during sex. If you're yapping this much, it's not as good as you're telling me it is. Because there's no way you're distracting me from my goal.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I have so many thoughts about this. I'm so happy you brought this up. Go
ahead.
Okay, I have multiple. So I actually love it when it's not used when they're not having, but they're just in their romantic moments. And then the male main character is like, she's like, says like, I love you. Or she says their name. That's big in historical romance or whatever. Or anime even. And then they're
the way my name rolled off her tongue. Yeah.
Yes. I actually love that And then second, certain words, there's so many of them. I'm going to sound so cranky. There's so many words that they'll use that I'm like, ew, I hate it. There's so many. Do you
like the characters actually say it or like the text says? Okay.
They say it. The text says it. No, they say it. If the text says it, it's fine. I understand. It's whatever. It's descriptive. If one of the characters says it, I hate it. I'm like, get it out of here.
What is it?
Okay. The P word. I hate saying that word even like I hate it. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I do too. And I don't know why. Okay.
Because it's just like, I don't know, but I really do. It takes me out of it. And then the C word, when people say that, like to me, I just think that's so
like the
aggressive.
lady bit C word.
Yeah, like you don't need to be calling her lady bits that. That's
like a see you next Tuesday.
Exactly.
It's interesting that you say this because I really want to take a pause here and talk about how Gen Z is really rebranding the C word and what it means. And so I wonder if you're Gen Z or younger, you're like, babe, this is fine. Because in our day, we're 30, okay? We're not that old.
Right. Oh, we're over 30. We're 30.
We're 30. Listen, I took math and I know which way I'm allowed to round. Yeah. And in this scenario, we round down. Okay.
True.
So we're 30.
Okay. Your statement's factual.
But like what it meant to us was very different. It was always like an aggressive negative term. So it's like, absolutely. I feel like it's really getting a rebrand right now. Like it might be fine in a couple years.
Maybe. And then I guess that's a good question. Like, will we start to come around to it? Like to me, it's like, oh my God, like you can say any other cuss word, but as soon as you pull that out, it's like, oh.
It does feel like a swear word.
It's very, so I don't want to read it. And then my last one is going to be so controversial, and I would guess you might disagree. Okay. But it actually drives me crazy because it's like my internal rebellion starts to rebel. And I'm just like, if anyone told me that in real life, I'd be like, I can't do this anymore. Good girl.
Oh.
And when they say that, I'm like, don't tell me I'm a good girl. Don't I'm like, don't,
you want to
don't like
bad girl.
I don't want to be, don't give me any description. Or I'd rather be called that. Like when they say like, you're such a good girl, I'm always like, get this out of here. Like it just takes me out of it.
Interesting.
Yes.
It doesn't take me out of it. I don't know how I'd feel if it was said to me IRL. I think a lot of things that I read very hot. If they came out of my husband's mouth, it would not read very hot.
Maybe.
Not because of him, but because
I think we just laugh.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like there are some things that like, it's a part of like why I could never listen to like a contemporary audiobook. There's no way.
Yeah.
I would be Giggles weird. McGee.
Yeah.
I'd be over here like, what'd you say? You know what I mean? But in my head, it's fine.
Yeah, it's different in your head. Yes. Oh my God. The worst combination is when it's this P word belongs to me. Oh. That immediately puts me, I hate the P word. And then I'm also like, you're trying to claim ownership? No. Like, this is very like, are you a caveman? No. And I think I'm rare. I think a lot of people I see online are like, oh, this spicy scene from this book. And it's always that. Always that.
It's mine.
Do you agree? Yeah. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Now I'm going to hear that.
Again, that doesn't bother me that much. I don't like when it's like, okay.
What is it?
I'm trying to think of if I want to say it out loud because you really test the boundaries of yourself when you try to say these words and phrases out loud.
Oh, totally.
When they say things like, I'm so uncomfortable when they say, when they describe the readiness, the female preparedness.
Oh, yep.
That always makes me like, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, ew. Like, first of all, I'm not that eager. You're more eager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not me.
Yes. We're just really showing our Aquarian nature. That's how I feel about the belongs to me statement. The body part belongs to them. Immediately, that's a shutdown for me because I'm just like.
I can see that as hot. It's it's like the look how much you want me. That sort of stuff. Like, you're the one tempting, my guy. So who wants what? Okay,
it's very Aquarius of you.
I could have read something before you walked in. You don't know. It's not everything's about you. How about that?
Exactly. Not everything's about you. So true.
Okay. Something that absolutely grinds my gears as far as spice is concerned too is you ever get to the epilogue and it's a spicy scene and you're like, did you really just use up an epilogue to be for this around in the bathroom of your friend's engagement party? Because let's face it, that's where it is. Or their baby shower from the interconnected couple from before.
Hold on. I agree with you on this. I so agree with you. It's like, I just have so many thoughts. You brought up so many thoughts there. I agree with, like, didn't you have more spicy time in the book? Why are we having epilogue spicy time? Like, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that is.
Yeah.
I want, we get resolution. Plot point or plot resolution. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't want to see you at the first book, FMC's baby shower, down with his brother in the bathroom. That is not an epilogue.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that statement. Now, my question to you. You have both had an engagement shower and had a baby shower. How would you have felt if anyone in your real life used your restroom at either of those two events for that?
Neither of them were at my home. So number one, not a big jump scare. Two, as long as I don't walk in on it.
Okay.
As long as you don't walk in on it, that's on you. Like, because if other people hear about it, it's just a good story. Or he's gonna be like, "Did you guys hear? There were people in the bathroom," and he'd be like, "No, what?" And everybody would talk about that forever. And that's an epic party.
There you go. Yes, that's very true. I was curious. I just wanted to ask.
Would you be mad
for this epilogue? If it's not in my bathroom, I don't care. Well, I mean, even if it is in my bathroom, I guess if I don't know, who cares?
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Just don't use a towel. Like, just use paper towel. Just use like toilet paper. Just
I'm gonna use your Lush stuff.
Towels. Oh my God. Okay, now that would bother me. Do what you want to do. Just don't touch my Lush products. Do what you want to do. Just leave those out of it.
Okay, another thought I had. I got a lot of spicy thoughts. Okay. I recently read a book where the FMC was a virgin. You've read this book too, actually. It's a love triangle. So she sleeps with bachelor number 1. Okay. And then she starts to get like really spicy and into it and very vocal. And I was like, I'm shocked whenever I see like a virginal FMC take such a turn. It's always like, wait a minute, weren't your panties in a bunch not 5 book chapters ago?
Yeah, I think this is really interesting. And I actually think we talked about it in the Elizabeth O'Rourke author interview episode. And I think that is so interesting because I think it's like totally, the point is like, typically that transgresses over time. Typically it's not 5 pages later. So it is always kind of like, where'd this come from? Yeah. Which is like, that's great if like you really ripped off that padlock and the chastity belt gone.
You Magic Mike took it off, okay?
Yeah. And they're like, wow, I'm just ready. But maybe that does happen for people and it's possible in real life and we just don't know. I mean, we're not talking to a lot of people about it, so I don't know. We're not like,
talk to me about your first time and how sexual you were after. Thank you.
Exactly. Don't usually bring that up, but I do agree with you. It is like, where did this come from? This is such a 180 from before, and typically, but actually to this point, people are absolutely encouraged to have their own personal opinion. My personal opinion is I actually really like seeing FMCs in books that are positive and are not virgins. When we get into this like real virginal thing, I'm like, I don't like this trope. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to say that. Maybe not a trope, but like, I don't know.
I sometimes think it romanticizes virginity.
I agree. I think if in real life that's something that personally is very important and we encourage them and champion their own opinions. But personally, I think for you and I, what we're saying is we don't typically like how those books are written.
So I'm going to say a phrase to you and I want you to tell me how it makes you feel.
Okay. I'm ready.
One of them is like, I padded down the hallway. I picture a puppy. When people use the word pad. Like I just picture like
I picture like someone like in a robe and slippers and just like slowly going down a hallway. Like I always think of that.
I actually want to dig into this. I imagine to pad you have to be barefoot.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Would anyone argue that you could not pad in sandals?
I just envision someone walking in a unique way. I just envision this like quick step staccato walk. Like, you know what I mean?
It's just like, to use another word, to not be like, I walked to the kitchen.
It is often used. It is commonly used.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I would never in my life be like, oh, I just padded down that way. I'm going to pad over there.
We should say it now in real life.
Yeah, just maybe I do pad.
I'm going to pad over. Maybe.
But I wholeheartedly believe you have to be barefoot in order to pad.
Okay. Because is it like the soles of your feet, like the pads of your toes?
Yeah, right?
I just reread a book too that used padding, but it also used I jogged over. And it was like I jogged to go get something in the kitchen. I reread a book and they did that. It's like, oh, you're jogging to the kitchen?
Like in your brain, it's like a serious moment. Like they whipped out like a Nike headband and they were like, sweat ain't gonna break through here today.
Exactly. It just seems so like, wow, that was aggressive. And it was to go get like a baked good. So it was literally like,
I jogged to get baked goods too, dude. Exactly. It's desserts time.
Why else with one jog, right? So I understand.
Just pretend it's pumpkin pie.
Hell yeah. Then I'm going to be
jog into that kitchen.
Jogging and padding, doing all the things.
Isn't aggressive? Like if I read that, I would be like, oh.
Yeah.
Are you running from a burglar?
Exactly. They jog to their kitchen to get something. And it's
one does not jog about the home unless something critical has happened. Yeah.
But there's only so much space to jog. Unless you have a super long hallway.
Yeah, you have stairs too, so you're doing like knee ups.
True. High knees.
High knees, thank you.
Knee ups. Okay. I think there's something we really need to talk about. Are you ready? Because I feel like you're very passionate about this. Tell me how you feel about trials in books.
Oh, Jesus.
In fantasy books.
Here's the thing. They set up good books. Okay, don't get me wrong. A lot of books I've loved have trials in them. I'm at a point now where I've just read back-to-back trials. Everything's got a trial or like an initiation or like a screening process in order to move on to the next book and the meat and bones of the situation, okay? Because the trial is never really like the problem. Like Hunger Games, the trial is the problem, I would say.
Right.
But
right.
And of course that evolves too. But for the most part, book 1 is this like trial. And then books 2 through 80, depending on which author you're reading, it's like, oh, now we're at war with all these people, and my initial enemy is not my enemy at all. And I feel like there's a different way we could get there.
I agree. I think we've seen a lot of trials. It's starting to feel a little bit used. Maybe used is too strong a word, but it's starting to feel repetitive. Tried. Oh, good.
You really tried the trials, if you will.
Exactly. And I do think we could use other plot devices to get where we need to go. And why they always got to go through trials.
I don't know.
Why they always got to be tried.
Here's the thing, is everything that's getting like recommended to me that I want to read right now, because I'm in a real fantasy kick. I want to read fantasy. Starts by trial and I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Or it's like, has some sort of dark fantasy trigger warning, and I'm like, ugh, I just want a fantasy, okay?
Yeah,
without trials,
a fantasy romance without trials. That's not our
Don't
specific
try me.
Trigger warnings.
Stop trying.
Yeah, we're going through these trials.
Yeah,
we're being.
I don't
tried.
want to qualify for your academy. I don't want to champion your king. I don't want to join the Knight's Guard. Okay, I want.
I want other
capture me.
Yeah. Something else. Anything else. Get magical powers. Mm-hmm. Go on a quest to figure something out. Go on a quest to find something.
Be a part of a rebellion.
Exactly, but don't have to go through trials to do so.
No, not to sneak into the castle. I'm not going through trials so I can sneak into the castle. I see you, trope. Not you either. Still a trial.
Exactly. And I do get it. Like, they have been done really well. And I do get how they set up this, like, maybe the characters, like, proving themselves.
Yeah.
But to your point, they feel tried.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I can think of a ton of my favorite books that have trials. Don't get me wrong. I'm just at a point where, like, we've done it. And now I need a breath of fresh air.
Agreed.
Like, think of Shield of Sparrows.
I agree. Speaking of, so I know you said, you did your contemporary palette cleanser. What are you reading now?
I just started the new Holly Renee Kingdom of Stars and Shadows.
Yes. Ooh,
it didn't look like there was a trial. And I think there's like a vampire fae situation. This baby's like a 280er. Like, yes.
Nice.
That's what I need, because what'll happen is if I read a lot of fantasy back to back, the worlds get a little clunky, they get a little lengthy. So like, I really want to start Direbound.
Yes, I really want to start that too, honestly.
I really want to start it. It's a trial. There's trials.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know
trials
that.
And it's 680 pages. I don't know if I'm mentally there yet, right? Because I had my contemporary palette cleanser. I was ready for fantasy. But I wasn't ready for big fantasy. Okay. Because we just read Once Upon a Broken Heart. You're finishing it up now.
I'm in
so that we can do our episode on it. And it was such a cool, unique world that, like, when you visit something that cool, it takes a while to bounce back from it and be like, okay,
True.
I'm ready for another world. And I liked how she did it, right? That was a totally different fantasy world. It was very like Alice in Wonderland meets Disney meets still serious, like serious things happen, right? You're still running from death and all of that. And it's exciting, but it was so different.
And whimsical. And we're going to talk more about this in our episode, but I absolutely love the FMC. She's one of my faves in a long time.
Yeah, I really liked her. I honestly really like the MMC.
I cannot wait to do our deep dive episode.
So I was reading this book, and it's actually a contemporary you and I have read that you and I both love. And something that he does for the FMC, the MMC does for the FMC, is he builds her. She had like a dream of a treehouse bar.
Oh yeah.
And he builds it for her as a surprise, but they get into it and they describe it, right? And it's supposed to be a secret bar on their B&B property, right? So even a B&B, you'd imagine there'd at least be 6 rooms, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
The treehouse bar had 4 stools.
You can have 4 people sitting down. 4.
I could not make it past that part. It's this beautiful part. He does this whole thing for her. It's very romantic. Honestly, he spent a lot of money on this surprise. Like when they break down how it looks and what he did, they spent a lot of money on this surprise for 4 people to be able to be at another time. Even some of like the nicer cocktail restaurants here that you have to make a reservation to can accommodate like 30 people. Yeah,
that was poor planning. That was lack of
4 bar stools. I literally couldn't even appreciate the moment because I'm like, who the is going to be here? You built this whole bar. And because, okay, this is how sad my mind is, right? Because my brain goes, the overhead to get a bartender in there. Think about how much you would have to charge to make that profitable.
It would be, I mean, astronomical unless this MNC was hoping for standing room. Like people are going to stand at this bar and just not sit down.
They did not describe standing space. They described 4 bar stools.
That was short-sighted. That was short-sighted of this.
Are there folding chairs? Are there side tables? Are there like, is there, to your point, are there standing tables? Like, again, this whole romantic gesture moment out the window for me because all I could think of is what a money pit.
You're like, thank you for this, but actually this seems like what happened here? Like, no. Like, thanks.
And think of like if a local wanted to go there, like think of the reservation nightmare this would be.
Oh, absolutely. Just not very logistically, like did not logistically think through. And then also to have that detailed shared, because they could have just left that out. It could have just been this beautiful treehouse bar.
I would have painted a picture of what I needed there to be to make us in the green in here.
But then to be so specific about 4 stools.
Yeah.
Only 4.
I'm still really bothered about it. If you want me to be honest. Wild. Okay. I want to get into a little bit of fantasy chatter here.
Let's do it.
Okay. I am getting tired of every mate bond in like fantasy where the FMC is like, when the second she finds out about it, regardless of if she likes this guy or not, okay, it does not matter. This girl could be in love with him. She finds out there's a mate bond and she's like, so it never was my choice. I want one chick to be like, straight.
Like, I'm okay with this right off the bat.
Yeah. It's always some sort of tug of war. It does not matter how they feel, whether they were forced into it, not forced. It's always like, I never had a choice. Like,
interesting.
Come on.
Why do you think that bothers you? I mean, I'm curious to know.
Okay, because they all do it. It would be one thing if it was some of them, right? Again, it's been done. It's been done a lot.
Got it.
Except it's a little different. Also, the second thing is, you're telling me you were in your little human squabble nigh a month ago eating moldy bread and potatoes, barely scrounging for water, taking care of your elderly family while being spat on by your sisters. And you're going to tell me that you find out this magical sexy, perfect for you person that you have feelings for is your person, and you're going to be like, but I didn't have a choice.
True.
Choices you had weren't great before, babe.
True. Okay,
don't look at gift horse in the mouth.
True. We talk about that with Quicksilver. I don't think this is a spoiler to say, like, why was she trying?
I merged so hard like every fantasy together for that description.
The water got me for Quicksilver.
Thank you.
Why was she trying so hard to get back to that? No, I completely agree. Agree. Like, why?
It's
like,
just insane to me. And then they'll find out that they're mates, and they'll be like, "I never had a choice, babe. You didn't have a kitchen table a month ago, okay?" I think the Fey Lord is going to be okay for you, okay?
Exactly.
I think you're going to make it through these trying times.
Exactly, especially because they do know them and they do like them, and typically the book is written in a way where they have romantic elements already.
Yes.
Now, if it was a whole other type of book and it was like an arranged marriage, like an arranged and the guy was terrible,
and they find out,
then throw a fit. Absolutely, don't want it. Yes,
exactly. I want one chick just to be like, nice.
Score. High five to me. Yes, exactly.
Like it doesn't have to be everyone. I'm just saying, I just want a little bit of more of a mixed bag where one chick is like, you know what? I was pooping in an outhouse.
Exactly. Didn't have clean water.
I'll take the palace. What? He's going to love me forever.
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially because these mate bonds are always like built up to be this, like, they're rare, they're special,
no one's ever done it before.
Mm-hmm.
The sex is gonna be crazy, the love is insane.
Exactly.
And you're like, it wasn't my choice. Grow up about it. Okay.
Yes, you have a really good point there. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah,
very true. Unless he's bad. Okay, so I want to ask you this question because I feel like you're a music aficionado. Like, I feel like you've got really good music taste. I feel like you've got really good music recs. Thanks. You stay within the know. Yes. I feel like you're passionate about it. When I read certain scenes in fantasy romance books, certain sounds and songs are almost always going through my head. Like, when I'm reading this part of the book, I hear like those TikTok sounds in the back of my head, or I hear specific songs.
Like Luminary starts playing.
Yes, but then also, what's that other one that's always like, it's from Stranger Things. Oh, it's Running Up That Hill.
Oh.
Running Up That Hill from Stranger Things by, I think her name's like Kate Bush. Always runs through my head. Like, when I'm reading is like,
would you say it's running up that hill of your mind?
It is. It is.
Like what? Like, give me an example of like a scene.
Oh my God. When a lead is going on her horse to get Lorcan off the battlefield, running up that hill is just running. There's so many, but I just can't think of, those are two really big ones. I'm trying to think of recent fantasies. What did we just read? Wolf King. I can't think of any music scenes in that.
No, I don't think in like music, actually. I feel like when I read, I see a movie. Like, I feel like I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite, you know what I mean? But like, when I think about it, I think of like sounds and like I picture it different.
Got it.
I feel like I saw
I see what you're saying. Oh, that's cool. That's cool that you have like a visual display. Like
I mean, it's my visuals. It's not what probably the author intended, but it's my version, Jordan's version.
That's
in parentheses, funny. Jordan's version to all of them.
That's so funny with your character descriptions that you have in your head. I see how I view them with music in the background.
Do you want to play a game?
Yes, let's do it.
Do you want to play a game?
Not that kind, but yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you a word or a phrase, and I want you to replace it with a bookish version of that phrase. Okay?
Okay.
But it's spicy edition.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. What you would say to your significant other after your first sexy time to say how it was?
Good job. No, I'm just kidding. But it's fantasy. That was magical?
No, it's just bookish.
Bookish. That was mind-blowing.
Every character says this ends.
Oh my God. I've never had,
We've
the best
talked
it's
about
ever
it.
been. That was the absolute best time. I've never felt that way before.
You've ruined me.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I was way off on that one.
Sherry pie. Come on.
I failed you on that one. You ruined me.
Sweet Cheryline. Let's do better next.
What kind of word, kind of name is that? But yeah.
Okay. Something your significant other would say for doing what they asked during time.
Good girl. Get out of here.
Okay. A female anatomy part that shows interest in time. I'm thinking of 2 words here.
2 words that show interest?
A female anatomy part that shows interest during time.
It's 2 words.
Yeah.
Her name pardoned.
That's
2 words.
It's an ick.
Pardoned. Oh, her blank gets blank. Shows interest. Wait. Is it for him or for her?
Her.
Oh, okay. Give me another hint.
You've equated it to moldy paper.
Her folds. Her folds. Ew. Good Lord. Her wet folds. Okay.
Dang it. These are all going to hit home for you right now. A phrase of possessiveness a significant other would say during time.
That blank belongs to me. Or that is mine. No.
I was going with mine, but those both work.
Oh, that's so funny.
You've done it. They were all your icks. That's funny that I made this list of your icks on accident.
That's hilarious. You knew the whole time.
All right. Well, you heard it here first through the grapevine. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more of these phrases, you can find us on TikTok and Instagram at Sippin on Spice.
Yes, and we also have a YouTube channel where we release our podcast episodes as well as videos on other bookish content. So please feel free to check us out and like and subscribe there.
Yep. We'll see you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.